Hello everybody, it is Christine. It's time for day 29 of 30 Days of Sketches. I only have this one and one more to go. I already pulled this kind of half out of the bag. Oh gosh, you guys, Oreo's over here bothering Saturn, so we'll see if we stay on voicemail here. This sketch is by Shannon Keith, and there's technically 4 photos. I've just got 3, so we got the 3. I'm thinking it'll go something like this. Big title. This is kind of neat. There's like a listing thing here. And I need to think on that because what I have is 3 photos of my daughter and her husband, although it's 3 different times. So this was when they first, I think it was like their first date. This was their wedding, and this is their first year anniversary. So I think this is, so this would be 24. Wait a minute. So sorry, 25. This is 24. And this would have been 22. So there's a year in between just because they didn't take, I guess they didn't go there when it was Colorado. So there's that. And then what I have is, there's a big title. So maybe it's the story, I'm thinking maybe is what I'll go with. And then I've got this little set of, what is this? Uniquely Creative. Where is my scale? Oh, here it is. Duh. I'm sitting here doing that. And so let's think about what we want to use here. It's got all these little leaves and stuff. It's very nature-y, which is, I think, and plus, of course, they're in nature, so I'm trying to figure out which sheet. I don't want the one with the dog, although they do have a dog. That's not what, and they actually have a dog that looks kind of like that. She's just more brown. That's got some leaves, though, so it might be a potential. There's a kitty. Uh-oh, I'm losing it. A kitty cat. Not really applicable. I'll set that over here for the moment. This is cut aparts, I think. Yeah. This is more cut aparts. This is cute. I think I've got the ephemera has a bunch of little animals. I love this wood grain, not going to lie. I adore the wood grain. And of course there's the little plaid. Oh, that's a different collection, you guys. How's that even in here? Actually, these don't even go with the collection, but they kind of have the same color palette. That's pretty. Well, let's set it aside for the moment. And if we're looking at this, I really don't want to have the kitty. And now go back toward this one. Now the thing is, I don't have these little banners. I say that. Let me see. What do we have in this stuff? Where's my tray? Where is my tray? You guys, what have I done with it? Oh, there it is. Oh, I scared Saturn, y'all. She was hiding under the tray, or the cart. So let's see what we have. I have a lot of butterflies and stuff, which is good. There's a lot of little titley things, some birds, ducks. Oh, here's a banner piece. I wonder if I have more of these. Or I could even have best day, love this, and so good. That's not enough to go across, but I don't know. Let's see. Flowers. There's another banner piece. There's some more flowers. And there's even this, you know, I could make them like a variety, right? It could kind of go in between or something like that. Like this could go, can make it like something like this even. There's a couple butterflies. Oh, y'all, Miss Cleo may bother us in a second. And then there's a few of these. Again, I could potentially make these work. Oh my goodness. The frames are cute. I wished I had a few more of those because that might have been cute around the photo, but unless I choose to use it on one of them to like make it more important, you know, like make it, what is my size here? It's 4x4, so that would be actually kind of perfect if I do it around this one because it's their current status, you know. Maybe. I hate that car's there, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm thinking perhaps I do have these tickets too. I could fold the tickets over and make that a banner if I need to. All right, so I think I'm going to use these as banner pieces. That could be cute. So let me do, okay, so then my thinking on this is I use this one. Do I want to like frame this with the wood grain. I mean, that could be really pretty. I may do that. There's actually this frame, but that's a little ornate. I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that. Okay, so let me trim my photos up. I may have to find some cardstock. I may go grab some craft cardstock to mat them, maybe, to make it work. Oh, this is cute. Where are their dogs? There's a little more magic in the world. I did not even know that was on there. What is this? This is that Uniquely Creative. Oh, look at the little branding strips, you guys. First day with you. Welcome. This is about little puppies and kitties. Oh, I'm gonna have to do a layout about Cleo. I mean, I have done one with her, but his heart has a spot for. Oh, that's cute. His heart has a soft spot for cats. It's as cozy as a kitten's cuddle. I have a picture of my husband holding a cat. Oh, this is a pretty piece. Hold on. Maybe instead of that, I'll use this. I like that just a tad better, I think. And I can cut that off. Okay. Let me do a little trimming and I'll be back on in a minute. Okay, you guys. I have trimmed down my greenish, I'm going to call that like a sage paper there. I guess it is. It's kind of a grayish greenish. And put that down on my little diagonal stripe there. I will tell you, I started off trying to use that little frame and it just wasn't going to work. I had probably cut the green. I did find a piece of cardstock, by the way, in my stash. It was a sage color. And I think I cut them a little too thin for that little frame to work. So I ended up not using it. I thought to, and I'm not going to. And the other thing is, I think my photos are bigger because I was never going to fit 4 on here anyway. I don't know what was going on there. So it's okay. I like how this turned out. Although I was struggling with her embellishment, the little mushroom cluster over that 4th photo down there. I thought, well, that's okay. I'll just put it with it. I didn't have enough room. Like, it just didn't look right. So, and I'll mess with stuff. And actually, I think after I turn the camera off, I'll add 3 little flowers that, there was a car behind my daughter's head there. You can kind of see it right there. It's a silver car. That just irritated me that it was there. But I did want to cover her head. So I was really struggling with what to put there. You'll see that toward the end though. But at the moment, I've got these photos and I have mounted them with that. You can see that pretty sage color. And I'm going to make them kind of match what the sketch has done. She's kind of got them wonky and a little bit different heights and stuff like that. And then I've got these banner pieces. Now, I did take, or I will, I guess I haven't yet. I've got my string there, or twine, or what you want to call it. I'm just kind of organizing it to make sure, do I have enough banner pieces? I technically had a couple, or I had one more left in my tray that I didn't notice that I could have added, and I missed it. So that's okay. I'll use it later, but I decided I've got those 3 pieces there. It says So Good, Best Day, and Love This with the little holes in it. So I thought, I'm going to come along and put holes in the rest of them too to make them look kind of cute on the string there. I probably shouldn't have left some of this in because I took a little too long. I should have taken this out. But I'm using my little multi-hole punch, which, by the way, you guys, I saw that on Vicki Boutin using it on live, and I'd been struggling with the hole punch I had, and I was frustrated with it. And I saw her use it, and I was like, man, I'm going to get that. It was like $30-something, right? It wasn't terribly expensive. It was like, and I've used the heck out of it, so it's worth the money. But when I went to the crafting through the holidays, rather, one of the listing, I don't remember which of the 3 designers put it on their list, but it was this multi-hole punch. And I get there, and there's a handful of us that have it, and then there's some people that don't have it. And then one lady was like, I tried to order that, she says, off of Amazon. It was $50-something, and I'm like, that's not what I paid. And then somebody else was like, I tried to get something somewhere, and it was sold out. So this thing's definitely, like, popular. And again, I'm telling you, it's worth the money. There's, how many holes are there? 5 holes, all different sizes. It goes from 1/16 up to 5/16. It's really, really useful. I'm just telling y'all, I like that tool. So I've got my little banner made, and I will have gone through, and I think I've done it already. I put little foam pieces under all of them so they'll stay in place and they stay up on the string and all that kind of stuff. And then my story here, I kind of messed up. I started putting it down there, and I start looking at the sketch, and I go, oh, shoot, there's supposed to be stuff under that, like the little checkbox thing, which I even commented on it, and I had completely forgot. So I think in a second I'll realize that. Well, first off, I think it was crooked and I had to fix it. And then I come back and or maybe that's after I do this, I move it up because my intention is potentially coming back in with a little checklist or something. I don't know, because I actually do something not really shown in the sketch either, but I do add the years to the photos with the little faux washi. So there's a little piece of ephemera that has some faux faux like cardstock washi looking pieces. And I went ahead and wrote the years on those and then put them on the photos. So I don't know. I may put something like, you know, same place 3 different years or something like that. I'm not really sure because I kind of like how this turned out and it's real clean and my handwriting sometimes irritates me. So I'm not sure. But this is where I was messing with this thinking I'll try to kind of recreate that mushroom cluster. And just nothing was going to work. Everything I put was too big. It just, I didn't care for it. And you'll see me mess with this. I even put something up above the left photo over there, even though she didn't show it. So I thought, well, maybe if I balance it up there. So I'll set that up there and I look at it and y'all, ultimately I take all those off and I pull butterflies out because none of these flowers were working. They're just too large. And I like the flowers a lot. I think they're beautiful and they'll look good on another layout. But this one, it was just too large. I mean, that looks like it's got a hat on it. It's so strange. I go, no, this isn't going to work. Like I said, I tried to overlap it, underlap it, shift it around. Because again, I didn't like that car either. So I was trying to cover that car. But ultimately, I'm fastened at this moment. I go, no, I don't like any of it. So I just pull it all off. I even tried that flower one more time on her head like that. I go, that really looks goofy. I do end up with flowers there, but they're way smaller. As I was cleaning up, I come across them. I go, oh, I could maybe use these. So I decided to put all the flowers away and pull out the butterflies. I go, let's just use a few little butterflies. I even tried that little greenery piece there, but that's the only one I had. I want to say me and Tara Paper Snob, I think we split the embellishments for this collection. So I think that's why, I only had the one little green piece. So I think we kind of shared or something. I don't really remember now, to be honest with you, because I know we shared something, but maybe, I think it was this. But anyway, so I put those little butterflies down. I'll organize those where they're like little, diagonals from each other and stuff like that. And they just offer a little bit of interest. They don't really apply to the pictures per se. This is Colorado. I suppose there's butterflies somewhere, but it doesn't really matter per se. These are just little pieces of something. And then I think this is where I'm starting to pick up, and I see these little pieces here, and I go, okay, well, I can use these. I can put the year on it and put that on the photos, and that at least tells me when the photos were taken. And so I'm going to end up using my pen and some Nuvo glue. Y'all, I had some trouble with my Nuvo glue today. Every time I had a couple things I glued down in there, they would pop off. And I don't know what was going on with that. I don't know if I didn't let it dry long enough or something like that. So, yeah, this will be the last little bit of stuff that I do here, other than glue those flowers down. But I don't remember now if I do that off camera or not. I have not yet I use my ATG on that, y'all. I just kind of move this stuff all over the place. I was kind of sad too in that bottom corner there, the bottom photo. I didn't grab the blue sky, but to cut it down to the right size, I couldn't without cutting my daughter's chin off. So the blue skies are in the top, and the bottom right is the first date. So I think that looks really cute. So that is it. You can see the flowers now. I've glued them on top of that car, those little white flowers right there. I don't think that looks too bad. It doesn't cover her head or anything. And so that's our layout, you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you do the thumbs up thingy, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.